corner, Max Humphrey. And his opponent out of the red corner, Zach the Bully Long. Mike England is your referee.
Okay, fellas, gave instruction director. Any questions?
I'm excited for this fight.
Right there. God bless you.
Here we go. Good knees from Humphrey.
Humphrey able to land in a good position despite Long being an excellent grappler.
Good scramble by Zach Long there. Zach Long falls into full guard there.
This is exactly where Long wants to be, not necessarily in full guard, but certainly on top. He has a fantastic wrestling background, and I can imagine we're going to see some impressive stuff here in a minute. I think Humphrey's going to have to work very, very hard with a wrestler like Long on top of him.
Zach Long's top game is phenomenal, as we've seen in the Kansas City Fighting Alliance cage. Look for him to work here for the remainder of this round. Complete grinder.
It can be incredibly frustrating and mentally defeating to have such an accomplished wrestler on top of you, and you know you're doing the right things. You know that you're moving your body in the way that you should be. You're turning your hips. You're doing that, and you just cannot get them off you. And they give the feeling of weighing 50 pounds more than they do.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. The people that have that ability to have those heavy hips that you always hear people talking about, it's something I think that's hard to teach.
Oh, absolutely. As Humphrey does a good job of working back to full guard here. Short elbow by Zach Long. Beautiful pass from Zach Long right there.
Absolutely gorgeous. And did you see how he split the legs and for a moment had a chance to take the back? It was just really sophisticated way to pass the guard. Long had a crucifix briefly there. Again, just another position so difficult to get out of when you've got a wrestler on top of you.
Easily transitions to the back of Humphrey there. Great job by Humphrey, though, to start working on that single. Took Zach Long off his base there.
He's definitely making Zach work. I do feel like, we're talking a little bit about Zach because he is the person in the more dominant position, but certainly credit to Humphrey making Zach work very hard in these scrambles.
And Zach just controlling that left ankle of Humphrey, not allowing him to really have a base.
It's amazing what Long having that grip on the ankle can do just in terms of shutting down that entire side of the body, not allowing him to peek out or any of those things. Looking for back ride here is Long.
Great job. Masterful grappling right there.
And 45 seconds definitely is enough time when he's got him flattened out like this, although he does regain a hip. Looks like he's coming to his back here, but oh boy, we've got an arm triangle. If he is able to step off, get completely to the side, ladies and gentlemen, we might have the end of the fight. He only has 26 seconds to do it.
Abandons the arm triangle in favor of the elbows.
Probably smart. Those arm triangles can be hard to finish. If you don't have the perfect angle and when the fence or the cage is in the way, that can be tough to do. So
lots of energy.
Zach obviously sensed that, Long sensed that rather. Decided to land some elbows instead.
Great first round turned in by Zach Long here.
Charlie Work, I like your question. Is the wrestling culture in Missouri like in other Midwestern areas? I would say it's close. I think
absolutely.
If someone were to rank them, I'd maybe give Iowa, Oklahoma, Nebraska might be ahead of us, but Missouri definitely represents when it comes to, you know, a lot of people put their kids in wrestling at a young age in these states. I don't know what it is about the Midwestern culture, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, very much a big thing in Missouri. Shout out to Tony Romo.
Do you want to hear a Tony Romo story?
I do, absolutely.
I've slept in the same bed as Tony Romo. Fact.
I want to hear more about that, but if we're gonna, that's kind of teed one up for us there.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. I won't forget that.
Okay.
Zach Long.
Very nice right hand from Long.
Oh.
Humphrey getting a little bit desperate, but it looks like he could have almost landed something there. Nice front kick from Humphrey. Humphrey a little bit flat-footed. Long showcasing a little bit more footwork and movement here.
Zach Long with another takedown. Catching the kick of Humphrey.
Always a dangerous proposition to kick against a wrestler. That's one you have to think about twice for sure.
Absolutely. Zach Long picking up where he left off, and he's fighting off.
Humphrey looking for a
it's like
Kimura.
a key lock or a Kimura from the bottom.
Yeah, like that's not a Kimura. That is a key lock from the bottom, which I don't know.
Very rare. And Zach Long masterfully transitions to the back, working the body triangle here. Zach Long has a ton of time to work in this position.
And when you have, again, that hip pressure of Long with that figure four, it is painful. It's not just hard to get out of, it's painful.
Restricts the breathing. I mean, it's just, it is a absolute vice. Uh-oh, there it is. Oh, wow, great job by Humphrey. Looked like Zach had that rear naked choke. Uh-oh.
I'd like to see Humphrey, I was just going to say scramble and look for those butterfly hooks from that bottom half guard position, and he does so successfully.
He's doing a great job of replacing.
He really is.
I like how active his guard is. He's got the foot in the hip. Looks like he might be looking for an arm bar if he can isolate the arm.
I always like to see those elbows from the bottom position as well. It's amazing how much damage you can do even when you are the one on the mat.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Long will look to pass again. Humphrey's just doing a good job. Two minutes left in our second round of our first pro fight here. Zach Long versus Max Humphrey. For a sweep attempt here, but Zach Long does a great job of passing. Looks like Zach's trying to isolate that right arm. Referee Mike England telling Zach Long he needs to get busy or he will stand them up.
I would say that they are pretty busy.
They're working hard. As Zach Long starts to open up with some punches here. A minute left in the second round.
He does a beautiful job. Long getting the whizzer.
There it is again, that RNC, that's tight.
Wow.
That looks tight.
That does look deep.
There it is, Zach Long.
Ladies and gentlemen, great pro debut for Zach Long.
He just never stopped working on top and on bottom. I mean, absolutely masterful submission. Eventually he was gonna find it, and he did.
And credit to Max Humphrey for, as we said before, continuing to force Zach to work over and over again, finding that position. But
just a
was
textbook
just not
RNC
enough.
there.
KC Tarantulas. Laura, want to go out for milk steak and jelly beans sometime? Milk steak sounds super shady, but jelly beans, absolutely.
Milk steak, that's a Charlie Kelly special.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 4 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by tap out via rear naked choke out of the red corner, Zach the Bully Long.
Great win by Zach Long.